Hey girls, it's Katie. Hope you can hear me over the birds and other backyard noises. I'm just a couple days over 1 month postpartum, and the theme of this month is that I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. I love being pregnant, and I can say that I love being a mom even so much more. I'm just having the time of my life, spending every day with Alice. I'm just so thankful. I am just unapologetically happy. And I could probably keep talking about that all day long, but I'll update you on some other things. So physically, I did have my first postpartum midwife follow-up appointment. I've lost 20 pounds since the birth. I'm still 18 above my pre-pregnancy weight, but I actually was underweight when I started, so I don't want to go back down to that weight. I think I'd like to just tone up a little bit more and just feel strong. That's always sort of my goal. And if a few more pounds come off just with breastfeeding, that'll be good. But I'm pretty happy where I am too. I do still have a few stitches. There's no issues with them healing or anything, but they are still there, and so I've had some discomfort in the place where I tore and I had the episiotomy. What else? Oh, my bleeding is pretty much over. Well, not quite. It's just spotting, and I do have a couple of days where like I'll have nothing, and then a few days, and I'll think it's over, and then I will have some more spotting the next day. So it's definitely trickling off. One thing that I don't think I mentioned before is that my muscles, my ab muscles here separated during the pregnancy or at the end or something. It's called a diastasis, of your abdominal recti muscles, something like that. Anyway, my yoga teacher explained sort of how to help it repair. So what I need to be doing is doing like head lifts, not quite crunches, but just lifting my head while holding the muscles together. And I usually just use a scarf or something to do that. And I'm supposed to be doing it like say 50 reps a day, and I haven't been doing it at all until very recently. I didn't even think about it. I completely forgot about this possibility until probably 2 weeks postpartum. And then I checked myself and realized that I did have the diastasis, and as soon as you realize it, you're supposed to start correcting it. Because if you're not, anyway, the muscles need to start to knit back together, and holding the muscles together when you do this particular exercise helps them start to grow back together. Otherwise, they'll just remain separated for the rest of your life, and it just weakens your core. It can give you back pain. I do really feel like my abs are weak, so that's something I've been trying to work on this week. I did a really poor job of explaining all that, but maybe I'll do a demo or something of these exercises, or I'll give you an update later on, and if I feel like I've been able to repair any of the damage. My hands, I do still have the numbness. Somebody recently asked. I've been seeing a chiropractor a couple of times a week, and getting, adjusted, my spine adjusted, my neck, which I think is helping, but he's also been adjusting my shoulders and my wrists. And I've been using a wrist traction machine, which looks like a crazy torture device. You get strapped in, and then it basically stretches out, sort of stretches your bones and gives the nerves some more space. So I've been using that a couple of times a week, and I am starting to see some improvement. So this hand is getting a lot better, but this one is still numb. My middle two fingers especially are just totally useless. And I actually have had some pain in my wrists that I hadn't had before. So the chiropractor thinks that it's carpal tunnel, and he's sort of treating me for that. So hopefully soon it'll start to resolve. This is the first week that Mike is back to work, and I've been trying to figure out my routine when he's not here. It's hard because Alice is still so young that her routine is pretty unpredictable, so it's really hard to get things done the way I used to. I love cooking, and that's been a real challenge, trying to, even taking the entire day to try to get just dinner together. Some days it just hasn't happened. So that's a real game changer. As things sort of start to get into a little bit more of a groove, I have a few baby craft projects picked out. I'm gonna crochet a sweater I'm going to sew a little dress from a dress that my sister gave me that doesn't fit. And I'm thinking about making some more pre-folds from a t-shirt. There's a great YouTube tutorial that a friend just sent me, and I'm thinking about doing that to try to expand our stash again. I did win a giveaway this week. I won a diaper from E.D. Hill 1988's channel, and I'm super excited. It's a one size, so Alice should be able to use it soon, use it now. So I'm really happy to expand our stash by one, but I may need to expand a little bit more. I also wanted to share, there's a smartphone app that I started using this week. I wanted to give Alice's pediatrician a pretty good idea of, you know, how many diapers we were changing a day, how many hours she was sleeping, how much time she was feeding, that kind of stuff. So there's a free app for smartphones that's called, I think if you search for baby feeding log, you'll be able to find it. And I can't really show you in the sunlight here, but I think I know there's that little machine called the It's Been something or other that you can use to track this kind of stuff, but this is a free app. Like I said, if you have a smartphone, you can track diapers, changing, sleep pattern, and for feeding, you know, right or left breast, and also if you use a bottle, how much you fed at each feeding. Anyway, that was really helpful to just sort of get an idea of her pattern so far and be able to answer those questions. I think my battery is going, so I'm going to do a quick belly shot. 1 month postpartum. Oh. Well, I think it's all in shadow. Anyway, that's where I'm at, mostly back to normal. I'm planning to do a video in the next week about my plans, my work versus motherhood plans and thoughts. I want to wish baby dust to everybody who's in their 2-week wait. I'm so thrilled to be having this experience. I want it to happen for everyone who wants to be a mom. I just feel that more strongly than ever. So fingers crossed for you, and good birthing vibes to everyone who is going to be delivering very soon. I've got a bunch of friends out there, so good luck to you guys too. Thanks for watching. One more thing, I wanted to give an update. I gave an update on Alice's thrush that it was pretty much all resolved, and it had given me the candida infection in the nipples. And a couple people had suggested using a spray of just water and white vinegar, and I did that and it worked for me. So I just sprayed it on my nipples before and after each feeding and let it air dry, and it was actually really soothing. It felt great, and I think it helped the infection go away faster. So good advice, thank you guys, and yeah, keep it in mind for the future. Say bye, Alice. Bye, baby.